Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, the only thing that's going through my head is Britney Spears' song, Oops, I Did It Again, because I did it again, you guys. I went back to Ulta, got some more stuff. I guess I cleaned out my drawers to add more, but I have an explanation and I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, if you want to see how I came up with this look, please continue watching. And if you're new today, before you leave, if you would please hit that subscribe and notification bell. We would love to have you in our family here. All right, you guys, let's go check out some more Ulta makeup. I went back to Ulta, you guys. I have another bag full of stuff. I have some explaining to do. During all of my purchases, I don't know if you guys have the rewards or whatever it is, that you spend some money and you rack up all these points or dollars actually. So I had quite a bit of money in my little bank with Ulta. I'm sure you guys got the same coupons, the 20% off. I believe it was $15 off, another one for 10% off. So of course I had to go and get some things. It was like burning a hole in my wallet. Now there is one item that is not from Ulta. It's actually from Amazon. So, but the rest is from Ulta. I actually went back and got another Morphe eye pencil. Mine, I go through these eye pencils so fast, you guys. So I already did my brows, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to start with my eyes as usual, and I'm going to prime them with my Honest eye primer. Again, you guys have probably heard this 100 times, but it's a dupe for the P. Louise. If you are new to my channel, and I do get this from Amazon. They do have colored ones if you guys are interested in getting the colored primers from them. And the palette I decided to pick up, it's through Morphe. It's the 18T, and this one is Truth or Bare, and it's a neutral palette. But I saw it and it looked very similar to the Jaclyn Hill one I've been seeing a lot of. But I didn't pick that up because that wasn't in the store and I wanted something right now. But this is the packaging, very nice. It's a pretty large palette and has a pretty large mirror in there. And these are the shades. Very nice, very neutral. I haven't even really looked at this palette. I actually just saw it online and it looked really pretty. So I picked it up, but it does look very nice. Nice neutrals. There's some cool tones in here. There's some plums, which I really love. Again, the shades are only on this plastic thing. I don't know why they do that and just not put it on the palette itself. Does that bother you guys? It really frustrates me. And I did pick up a little brush set from Morphe. I've never seen this, but it looked interesting. It looks like basically all that you would ever need. So to create like a basic eye look, I actually like it. It says, I got this. And let's see what the brushes look like. Yeah, they're very nice. You get a nice little liner brush. Ooh, I like that. It has that firmness. I really like that feeling. It has a nice fluffy brush here, blending, and a couple smaller ones. So like a flat one here and a small pointy blending brush. So these are actually very nice. I'm super happy I got these. This is basically all you would really need for a basic eye look. So let's see what I want to come up with now. I'm not going to go too crazy today. I'm going to go in my crease with this shade here, Oh So Nude. And let's see what this formula is. So, okay, so right off the bat, this is pretty deep. So I didn't realize it was going to be that deep. In the pan, it looked a lot lighter, but that's not too bad. Hopefully I can just blend this out. I always forget about these large mirrors that I can use. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, but it's just nice formula. It seems to be blending out pretty easy. I love Morphe brushes. I know a lot of people do not. I've gotten so used to using them. So to me, this is just very a normal brush, but I really like it. I like the shape of it. So yeah, this is really nice. That's, again, the shade Oh So Nude. And yeah, this blended out really easily. I'm going to go in with the shade Candid right here. And I'm just going to go in my deep crease right here. You guys, this is a very nice brush set. I'm really happy with it. And I'm just going to go back in with that first brush and just go around the edges. Yeah, and I think I think the brush set was only $12. So if you're in the search of a brush set that's not too expensive, but does the job, this is pretty nice. So that's where we're at here. Now I think I'm going to go in the shade Reveal right here. It's a nice rust shade. And I think I'm going to go in with the flat brush first. And pretty much just pack this on my outer corner. I'm going to bring it up just a little. I'm telling you guys, these, I know sometimes I just sound like a broken record, but you know, when you find something that's pretty nice, it's hard not to brag about it. And these are really nice. So I just basically just pack that on the outer corner. I'm going to go in with a small little brush here and lightly just start moving that around the outer corner. I'm just bringing it through here just a little bit. I'm going to go with that first brush again. Oh, so nude. Put just a little bit more on my brush and go right at the top there and just really mesh all those shades together. I'm going to deepen it up just a little bit more, so I'm going to use the Spillet here. And I'm going to use my Morphe 321. Now, this wasn't in the kit, so, but just go on this. You probably could use one of those brushes as well. Then for my shimmer, I really think I want to try this. It's called Open Up. And this looks just very pretty. And these don't look like super shimmery shades in the pan. We'll see in a minute. But they look more like just of that very subtle shimmer, which I really enjoy, especially for everyday looks. Oh yeah, that is really, really pretty. Inner corner, I think I just want to use this here, Unveiled. I'm going to use my little brush from the crayon case that I love. And I'm just, like I said, just go right in that corner right here. Just to brighten that up just a little bit. So what I'll do is do the other eye, and I'll be right back. The other eye's done, but I did some swatches here of these shimmers because they are so beautiful. Okay, so this one, the top one is Unveiled, and then the other one is Exposed. This one is The Truth. This one here, and hopefully you guys can pick this up. This one's Open Up. This one's Expeditionist. And this one is, it's not a full shimmer, but it's more like that satin finish. Hopefully you can pick up some of the sparkles that's in that. And that one is like the plum shade Confession. So again, these are all of the beautiful shimmers in there. They're so pretty. Again, they're not super chunky, glittery. They're just that soft, subtle shimmer. I absolutely love those for every day. Okay, so I am going to do a little bit of cleanup here. And I am going to just use my makeup wipe. I usually do not like using these right here because I feel like it takes my skincare off, but I'm just going to use it today. Okay, so the next thing I got through Morphe too is a collaboration with Ashley Strong. And what this is, I saw it and I'm just still a little bit confused by it. It's called Alignment and it's a cake liner palette. And you open it up, there's no mirror, but these are the shades. And apparently you just put some water to activate it and it turns into a liner. So we are going to test that today. And I think I want to try this one here, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm going to try this one. I'm going to try to swatch all of these, and I'm going to use that new Morphe brush. So I'm just going to put some water on that brush. And this light one, I can't imagine it showing really much of a shade. And I'm sure you can kind of like scrape it into another palette if you wanted, just not to, okay, not to mess up, the palette. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I would think not because that's what these are supposed to do. So that is the first shade. Next one I'm going to test is Exhale. So I did clean up that brush, I think, pretty good. I'm going to spray some water in a container here. And let's go in and test this Exhale and see what kind of shade that is. And that's like a green. I don't know if that is coming up as much. It looks like an army green. Wasn't getting a huge color payoff with that. The next one is called Flow, and this one is like a brown shade. Let's try that. And that one's nice and pigmented. Next one is Manifest. This is the one I was thinking of trying. Whoa, that is pigmented. Okay, I think that is going to be the one I use today. This is the black shade. And that's pretty pigmented as well. Next shade is Mantra. And this is like a deep blue. So that is really pretty. When I was doing that, what I was finding is less water is better. So you probably don't want to really saturate this brush. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Manifest and see what this does. Ooh. Again, this is one of those new Morphe brushes. And this is really neat. I really like this. Because what's cool is I could really clean this brush and use several different shades if I wanted to. And yeah, this is really, yeah, I like these. These are neat. I got a little bit more detailed brush, and I just want to pick up a little bit of this black and see what happens if I do switch it up. Like, I'm wondering if you can go over it. Yeah, you can. You can go right over what I just did. So, yeah, this is what it does, you guys. So these are super cool. The only thing is the Manifest kind of, it kind of looks exactly like the shade of the eyeshadow. Messed up a little bit, you guys. And I've been loving this little Maybelline Master Fixer. It really does a great job. And, you know, it's pretty precise. So, like, it can clean it up really easy. So, yeah, I love this little pen. Yeah, this is a nice little gadget to have. So, yeah, I've been using it a lot lately. Yeah, the only thing, you guys, I don't think that they would be waterproof. So, that's the only, I think, would be the downfall for that. But yeah, they are really neat, you know, to play around with. For that reason, I kind of like it because, you know, you don't have to buy 6 different liners. So, yeah, it's just a neat little purchase. Okay, so let's go to the next product. And this was a recommendation from one of our friends here, and her name is Tisha. And she just was talking about, you know, her pore filler, and I just sounded, you know, and you say pore filler to me, and my ears just, you know, spark up. So, yeah, and it's by L'Oreal. It's called the Magic Perfecting Base. And I found mine on Amazon, and that's where she had found hers. So hopefully I got the right one, Tisha. Hopefully this is what you were talking about. She said it was in a glass jar. You guys. And so this is what it looks like. Let's read up on this product just a little bit. It says it smooth lines, hides pores, banishes imperfection. I asked her how she applied hers. She said she used a spatula, but it's super like bouncy, and it just has a very interesting consistency. It's kind of similar to my Maybelline Blur Stick, only it glides a little bit more, but it's not like the e.l.f. either. So it's just very interesting. I'm actually going to rub it in between my fingers a little bit and go. They did say on Amazon, the people doing the reviews, they said very little goes a long way. So I am going to put that on my nose. I'm going to get just a little bit more and put it, you know, where I would put my blur stick. And hopefully I'm not using too much here. And I do see, even from here, blurring quite a bit. I mean, you guys, when I go in each time, this is how much I'm getting. And because I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so let me take a look in my mirror. Ooh, yes. She is right. This really does blur the pores. Really nice. And it's very smoothing. Almost like there's a skincare in there. But my nose is super, super blurred, which is, you know how important that is to me. So yeah, you guys, this is super nice. This is all I used. I don't even know if you guys can tell. It was like that little, thing that, little curly that comes up on the top. That's how little I used. This is super nice, you guys. It was only the same price as my Maybelline Blur Stick. And this will probably last longer, I think, than my Blur Stick. So I'm really hoping that this does the trick and keeps the product on my nose. That's the only thing that worries me is, it blurs it so good. But if it keeps my product on my nose, like my Maybelline Blur Stick, I would be super, super excited and happy about that because this is, like I said, this will last me a long time. Okay, so the next thing I purchased was through The Ordinary, and it's their foundation. I have been dying to try this foundation for the longest time. I don't know why I haven't picked it up before. It's like $5.40. I'm not even kidding you. The shades were a little issue for me. They had some out where I could test it and stuff, but it just, the undertones are all a little interesting. I actually got mine in 20 neutral. So hopefully this works, you guys. The lighting in those stores are much different than, here under the lights and out in the, daytime. So yeah, I don't know. So we will, how shocking if it doesn't match, you guys. I'm telling you. Shook it up just a little bit and it's not too bad. I just hope it's not too yellow. So there's the formula. It's a little thick, but not super thick. And I'm not using a primer. I'm just going to use that L'Oreal Perfecting Base. I think that should be fine everywhere. And I just want to see what this does without a primer. Because usually if I wear it without a primer, then I kind of know what primer I actually do need. So I do that a lot. Just a good little tip. You'll see, if it starts slipping around or if it's too dry, then you can always adjust what you put under it. So let's go in with what I had. Yeah, the shade is pretty good, I think. It's a little on the yellow side. Actually, almost like a little bit yellow than orange. I will say it does dry down pretty fast. Yeah, I feel like I do need to move quickly. So it's pretty good coverage. Yeah, I mean, whoa, yeah, that covers really good. This is almost like this could be almost like a full coverage, you guys. I was not expecting that at all. I really was not. Yeah, where that pore filler is, it looks super good. Tisha, that is a nice, nice product. Thank you very much. I really hope it stays like this on my skin. Everybody's skin is different, you guys. It really is. So one thing could work for somebody and not the other. And it doesn't mean that they gave a bad recommendation or anything. Same goes with me. Something might work on me and not you. And it doesn't mean that I'm lying to you or anything. It just sometimes things do not work on everybody. So we just have to remember that. Have you guys used this Ordinary foundation? Yeah, this is pretty full coverage. I want to get in the light a little bit more to really know what's going on here because this is $5.40, you guys. So I want to really make sure I am looking at this correctly. It's not settling in my pores, but that's going to be probably the case because of that pore filler. But it's not. Yeah, I was worried it was going to look dry, but as of right now, it does not. I'm super excited because it does cover a lot of my imperfections. I can barely see them. I see them, but barely. So it's nice if you want something just a little bit more full coverage. I didn't get anything new in the concealer department, so I think I'm actually going to try my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have not used this forever, and I'm like, oh, I better start using it because it might start going bad soon. So I'm actually just going to use my sponge today and blend this in quickly. Yeah, I haven't used this in a hot minute, so I definitely want to revisit it. Yeah, I forgot how full coverage that is too. Yeah, you got to be careful with this. Very little goes a long way. So I'm going to let that dry down, and then I always go back, and set it with some setting spray. Okay, another thing I wanted to try is this Fit Me. Everybody always raves about it. It's by Maybelline. It's their loose finishing powder. So I have been wanting to try that, and I actually picked it up on Amazon for super, super cheap. I think it was, I don't even know. I don't even think it was $5. It was on sale or something. So I got mine in the shade Light, and right now I'm just going to go right here and set around the T-zone. Okay, let me take a look at that. Okay, it's not bad. It did smooth down the pores a little bit. I'm a little nervous that it might look drying or, too dry for me. I think I'm just going to put the lightest amount just around the perimeter just to get that tacky, feeling off. I hate that feeling. So I think that's just all I'm going to do. And right here, I'm just going to take off any extra powder. I'm just going to add a little bit of this Bare Minerals eye brightener. So yeah, very little is needed for this stuff. Otherwise, it will look really bright really quickly. And I've been using like a eyeshadow brush, and I just put it in my inner corner just to brighten that up. And see how that does that? So just very light. Okay, for bronzer, I think I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I haven't used that forever. I love this stuff. It's definitely been loved. So I'm just going to go in. It's always such a beautiful bronzer. And for blush, I think I'm going to use my Essence Befitting. And see how this looks with this look. I love the shade Befitting in this Essence though, because it really actually goes with everything. It's like that universal shade. I'm going back in the Morphe palette, and I think I'm going to go in with that first shade. And I'm using that new Morphe flat brush. I'm going to go in with Spill It on my outer corner. And then, of course, I did pick up another one of these. I was starting to run a little low, so I was panicking. So I picked up another one of those while I was there. So now I'm just going to go and spray and set down everything. Okay, let's see how that looks. The powder looks with the setting spray. Yeah, everything looks good. That did help calm the powder down. The foundation does have areas where it looks a little dry, and I will say it's probably like right here, right in this area, but not horrible. And it could have been from the powder too. So but everywhere else, like up here, it doesn't look super dry. Through here it doesn't. So the pores look super nice. I love that stuff. Yeah, right here it's looking a little dry. So I'll keep my eye on that throughout the rest of the day. Because sometimes, foundations actually look better as they sit. And your natural oils start coming through. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye on it. And for lashes, I'm going to use my Lash Paradise. And got to use this up because I think it's starting to get a little old. So I am going to use that. And I actually really like it. It's a beautiful mascara. I don't know if you guys have, I can't even remember what video when this will go out, if I've told you why I'm doing this. But lately I have been getting more on my eyelid than on my lashes. So I forgot I had this little shadow shield, and this has really come in handy for me. It just makes things easier, and I think ever since I poked my eye out that day with my mascara, I've been a little nervous. So yeah, I've just been bringing it out, and it really helps. As you can see, how much has gotten on here. Had I not done that, that would have been all over my eyelid. And some of these mascaras are not easy just to flick away when they dry. And sometimes it's totally ruined the whole look. Okay, I wanted to show you guys. I got a little sloppy right here. And again, this little pen. And I just literally just like tap it. And tap this out. And it's gone. Yeah, I've been loving this little eraser type thing, and I got it on my eyelid. But see how it takes it away so easily. So yeah, this is a nice little purchase. I love this thing. Okay, so the last thing I purchased at Ulta, I got a lip liner, and this is through, I believe it's through NYX. Wanted something more in the brownish family, so hopefully this is what the shade is. And this is in the shade Sandstorm. So let's see what this looks like. I think I wanted something a little bit more deep. Yeah, I wanted something more brown, but it will do for today. Okay, and the reason why is I picked up all those little Milanis. This is like the new thing or big thing over on TikTok. But they're saying that they're like the perfect nude shade. So this definitely probably would not, well, it could go with this eye look. This I think is just going to be too light. And this one might be nice. I've never, I haven't worn a dark shade on my channel, I don't think. So let's give it a whirl. And this is in the shade Desire. And this one is Pleasure. And this one I think it's Tease. So let's try this Desire, and it's pretty, ooh, let's take a look here. It might be even too dark for this look. Let's just see what it looks like, you guys. Well, it wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot darker. So let's see what this one is. This one is Pleasure. So let's see what this one's more like a pink nude, which is super pretty. And this is Tease. So yeah, they're all super, super pretty. Yeah, this one's like a true nude. This one's just a dark like raisin. And then is like a pink nude. The formula is super nice. They're super creamy. So yeah, I like these. This is the final look. I'm super happy with everything. I'm super excited about that pore filler. I just hope that it does hold up on my nose. And yeah, because it really did fill in those pores. I'm a little nervous about the foundation. I don't know if it's going to be too drying. So if you have super dry skin, I'm not sure with this one. But as of right now, it looks okay, and hopefully it holds up throughout the day. Of course, I'll let you guys know in the description box below. I'll let you know how the pore filler held up. I liked those liner. I think it looks really cool. Those are super nice, the shadow liners. I love the eyeshadow palette. This is, really beautiful. Like I said, there's so many different looks you can come up with that. As you can see, these plums over here, super pretty. The Milani lipsticks are amazing. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed today's video, if you'll please give me that thumbs up, you know how much I love and appreciate that. I love you guys, and until next time.